Why do I love gaming? Well, that's a great question, and we're going to be answering that in today's video. So, what is going on, guys? Hades here, and today, obviously, as you can tell, we are going to be talking about gaming and why I love it so much. So, to begin with, just very quickly before the video starts, I'd just like to say thank you again for all the support being shown on my videos lately, and also, if you're new around here and you haven't already subscribed, be sure to do so, because I post a lot of great content in my opinion, and you know, I play with my friends all the time and things like that. I do things on my own, I live stream, all that cool stuff, so make sure to stick around. And also, if you are already subscribed, be sure to click the notification bell down below to be made aware every time I upload a video, because you know what YouTube's like with its sub boxes. So other than that, let's get straight into the video. So, why do I love gaming? Well, to start that story, we're going to need to go back roughly around 21 years. So, I was born nearly 22 years ago now, but we'll just say 21 to just narrow it down. So, 21 years ago, nearly 22 years ago, I was born, and, you know, I was brought basically into a household which was kind of, I guess, just surrounded with gaming. You know, everyone in the house pretty much played games, apart from my sister, really. You know, my dad played games with my brothers on the PlayStation 1 and things like that, and, you know, my brothers played PlayStation on their own, and you know, even from a very, very young age upwards, I played things like my very first game that I ever played and will always remember is Alex the Kid in the Enchanted Castle. It was the greatest thing ever. It was my favorite game growing up. It was fantastic. And then from the youngest age that I can remember, all the way up till probably about the time my oldest brother moved out, I just remember my entire childhood was just watching him play games. That was it. While other kids my age preferred to go out and, like, into the sun and, you know, play with other kids and go out and play football or go out on their bikes and stuff like that, I preferred to sit in and watch my brother play, like, Dynasty Warriors or Metal Gear Solid and things like this. I was so enveloped in it. I was just so intrigued, you know, watching him play these games and how he did it, and I was just, like, soaking it all in, you know, learning. And I guess my kind of love for it all just came from watching him play his games and just being like, you know, oh my god, how does he do this? You know, how does he do that? And, you know, if he's going like stealth mode into a game, or if going all in, just not even caring about getting caught by the enemies or things like that. It was just so fascinating to me as a kid. And, you know, then I grew up, obviously, and I started to play games myself more. And then I got things like, you know, the Xbox 360 that I owned myself. And I got my own games, I played online, you know, I played things like Call of Duty then. My brother introduced me to Call of Duty 4, and that was where my love for Call of Duty, well, not Call of Duty 4, but, you know, I did like Call of Duty 4, but the next year when Call of Duty World at War came out, back in 2008, that's when my love for Call of Duty first, I guess, spawned. You know, Call of Duty World at War is still, to this day, my favorite Call of Duty of all time, and that's the game that my love for first-person shooters actually came from as well. So, I guess my love for gaming pretty much narrows down to just my family, really. You know, growing up, I didn't really like going out and doing things, you know. I wasn't exactly the most popular kid in school, in secondary school either, in high school, you know. Not that, you know, anyone was really popular or unpopular. It was kind of just weird, you know, everyone kind of got along, everyone liked each other. It's just, I didn't really do things that other people did, you know. Other people like to go out and smoke and drink at like the age of 14 or 15, and I kind of preferred not to do that, you know. I preferred to get my head down, do my homework, do my schoolwork, and then go home and play video games. That was pretty much my school life, and I've always carried that around with me. I've always preferred to, you know, be in a different world. That's what video gaming has always been for me, like an escape and, you know, something I can have for myself, but at the same time also share it with other people that I care about. So, you know, me and the guys, when we play games and, you know, we're doing Easter eggs and zombies, or we're playing around on GTA, or, you know, we're playing pro clubs on FIFA. FIFA's probably not the greatest example because that's just a game of rage, but, you know, when we're playing these games together or we're playing alone, it's like we're escaping from everything else in the world, and, you know, we're safe and we're having fun. And I guess, you know, it's weird, you know, it's weird, but at the same time it's just so amazing, and I love that. I love being able to know that no matter what's going on in my life, good or bad, that I can literally take a couple of steps up to a chair, sit down, and just be immersed in this whole other world where none of this other crap is going on, or any of the stuff that's going on in my real life is not going on here. You know, I can just sit down in a chair, pick up a controller, and me and my friends can just go wherever we want to. We can just, you know, play in this different world where nothing else matters, and I just think that is just a beautiful thing. So around the time World at War came out, well, just before World at War came out, and with Call of Duty 4, I actually first got Xbox Live, because my mum and dad obviously allowed me. At the time I was, what, about 12, 11 years old, so my mum thought, you know, it's better than being out doing other shit that kids his age are probably doing. So they got me Xbox Live, and from that day onwards, they have always been okay with me gaming. You know, they've never not said that it's okay. Obviously, they'd like me to go outside sometimes, which I do. You know, I'm 21, I go out most of the time now, but gaming is still one of my main priorities in life. It's always going to be one of those important things, because it's been what I've always done, whether it's been watching someone else play or playing it myself. You know, I've always been invested in gaming. Like, to go from, as a kid, watching my brother play video games and my dad playing video games, having my dad play racing games and stuff with me as a kid, like, was one of my favorite things as well, because, you know, it's one of those things that you can bond with your dad with, or, you know, your parent with, and it was so much fun to race against my dad. And, you know, he'd probably beat me most of the time on it, but, you know, those one rare occasions where I'd actually beat him, and it'd just be like, yeah. But even from the age of about 14 to where I am now, one of my other favorite things was watching, you know, people on YouTube, such as C9ers, Mr. Sark, Chill Chaos, you know, all those kind of people, and, you know, absolutely anyone who just was, you know, so invested in gaming, showed so much love and passion for it. Just, it intrigues me so much, and it always has. And I don't know if this has made any sense today, but I'm just trying to, you know, make sense, or not make sense. Well, that definitely didn't make sense. But I mean, I'm just, you know, speaking my mind, you know, just saying whatever comes out and hoping that it makes sense. Yeah, let's go with that. I've also got some ideas for some other videos as well, like Let's Talk kind of things, but I hope this is okay that I just randomly made this video, because I don't know, I've just thought about it for a couple of days, and I've kind of wanted to talk about it because I know a lot of other people, I haven't seen this that much, why people say they love gaming, and, you know, there's probably a million more reasons why I love gaming, but it's just hard to put into words just how much something like this can mean to a person, or to me in general. Like, it's so weird, but gaming is basically my life. You know, as probably sad and nerdy as that might sound, it's true. Like, I love gaming, like, more than most things, more than anything, pretty much. Not more than everything, but most things, because obviously, you know, I don't love it more than my girlfriend, but, you know, that's pretty obvious. But gaming is my life. Yeah, let's just roll with that. I guess if I had to thank anyone for it, really, it would be my family, because without them, obviously, you know, without my parents, I wouldn't be here. Let's just get that out there, so no one in the comment section has to point that one out. And also for my brother as well, because, you know, if he didn't sit there and let me watch him play like Metal Gear Solid and Dynasty Warriors and things like that, I would probably never have been that into it. You know, he could have told me to go away and stop being the annoying youngest child in the family and all of that, but he didn't. He just let me sit there and be quiet and watch, because, you know, he didn't mind, and he probably thought that, you know, by me watching him, maybe at some point I could do the same, and, you know, I'd love gaming just as much as he does, because, to be completely honest, I don't think it's possible for someone to love gaming more than my brother does, because he's pretty crazy. But here I am. You know, I'm just as good a gamer as he probably is, and it's basically mostly down to him, I'd have to say. But again, I'd have to thank my entire family for that one, because without them, they might never have let me get my own Xbox and get Xbox Live and get Call of Duty every year, or get these other games and play them and fall in love with these games and, you know, meet the people that I have. I mean, if it wasn't for all of that backtracking, I'd have never met Adam or Jumped Chronos, because, you know, without games like Halo Reach or Call of Duty World at War, I never would have met him. and the guys would have never met, and we wouldn't have all been good friends and, you know, like brothers together. It's crazy how things like this can affect your life in such little ways, but in big ways as well. But yeah, again, it's kind of a weird video. It's completely random, but I just really wanted to make it and talk about it. And I hope you guys enjoyed a little bit of, I guess, depth into myself, you know, talking about me. I hope you guys enjoyed that. As always, be sure to drop a like and let me know in the comment section below what got you guys into gaming. What is it that you love about gaming most, and what it's done for you in your life? And also, if you're new around here and you like people talking about random stuff at random times, or just funny gaming videos, I guess, then be sure to stick around, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video, I guess. Hades out.